Yo, what is saying? My name is PROD by AR6 and I'm back with another tutorial video on how to make a UK/New York drill beat. You can use this beat for any beat, like it's so simple that there's nothing to it. All you need to do is just like, subscribe, and please comment down below on what I should improve on. Now this certain tutorial is a collab which I made with MethodBeatz. We named it Ski apparently because it's a melodic drill, so you can use it for low ski, you can use it for millions and people like that. So now we're gonna get into the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Try to get me to 1K at the end of this year or by the end of August. Let's get into the video. Bye. So first of all, we've got the melody which MethodBeatz sent to me. He sent me a melody, the intro, and he sent me a counter melody. Now this is the melody he made. He made something like this. So that's the melody. And then he sent me a counter melody, which if you play together, it goes like this, because the way I'm doing it right now, because I arranged it. And everything. Oh, that's a snare. So yeah, he sent me that. Now what I did, I had to make the snare, the hat, everything. Now I'm going to get into that part. Now this part is very essential. This is what you need to know. So let me go over here, all. So I made a snare. Where is it? I made a counter snare. And right here, I always put all my stuff under like one channel. I put it under one because I like layering my snares. So what I did here, I opened up piano roll. I made a tiny sequence and it's going like, yeah, I did that. Then I added like a little bit of triplets here. All you need to do to get that triplet, all you need to do is press that. For example, you press this, you press this capture button, it's going to turn up red. Then you press alternate U. When you press that, then you could decide how you want it to be, depending on like the flow of everything, how everything's going. So when you've done that, you always have to like take down the velocity, take it down a little bit, and yeah, so it's gonna give it like a jumpy vibe to it. So you do that, it's sounding nice. You layer it with another counter snare. When you do that, this is how it's gonna be sounding like. Let me skip it to this part here. It's gonna sound like this. Then now all you need to do now, the next part, you need to add up your snares. Now this is what makes drill beats very jumpy, very exciting, is your snare. Now your snare always goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. The first eight, let's say, I don't know what these things are called, but anyways, the first 8 of them, the following one, that's the 9th one, you place one there. So at the end it's going to be sounding like, just make sure it has like a jumpy vibe to it. Then you layer it again, because I layered it with like 3. I used the NF snare. I used the I always love using Minxie's drill kit. It is 30. Shout out to Minxie. I'll put his channel in the link in the description. I always use this. I use the trance. Where's the snares? I use the trance snares. Trance snare sounds like this. Then I use the sealer snare. Sounds like that. And I use the NFA. I started using this NFA after I started listening to X10 beats. X10, that guy is hard as fuck. So yeah, I used that to make it a bit vibey. So yeah, this is how the snares sound with the counter. It sounds like this. Then now, the next thing you need to add, for me personally, I will go with the kick. Now, this is what people always say. How can you make your kicks harder and everything? Now, it's all about your mixing. But for me, I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. Sorry for swearing, but I don't really care about mixing my kicks, because what I do, this is the trick I do with my kicks. So, my kicks go like this. If you notice, my kicks are always hard. So this is my kick. If you want to make your kick hard, before you place it into like the piano roll and start making your pattern, all you need to do is click on the actual kick. Let me go back to the arrangement mode. You click on that. So what I do is I take off the loop points, take it off, then you go over here to the envelope. Make sure you have like a square. So if you want to do that, your attack, you're going to bring it to the left all the way down. The hold, you're going to bring it to the right all the way down. Then your decay and everything, you're going to bring it down to the left to make it form like a square. Then you're going to go to the settings tool, you're going to cut itself, and if you do that, it's obviously going to be kind of like, how should I say, it's going to be kind of, it's not going to be all of that punch and everything. So now you go pitch it. When you pitch it, just pitch it to slightly to the left to make it a bit harder. That's what I do for mine. Then this is my channel. I don't put anything else on my kit. I only put a little bit of fruity limiter, then I reduce it a little bit, and I put like a 0.9 equalizer, because I don't really love using fruity parametric EQ. I don't like using that. It's not really giving me what I want. So that's my kick. So now, once you've gotten that, all you need to do now is add in your perks, everything. So now, what I did here, this part here is a special hats. Now what I did here, this part is different. This is like a counter hat. It's basically like a counter hat. So when you play everything together, it's gonna be like this. Make it a bit jumpy, a bit vibey. Understand? Put that like that. And it's good. After you do that, now you want to go to your 808s. Now the 808s, this is what some people are really struggling with. Now your 808s should obviously be, before you start putting all your slides and everything, you have to know your root note. So for you to know your root note, there's either two ways. Either you use Edison, or you just go, for me, I just go straight to this page here. All I do is use loop points, turn that off, back to the box settings again, and this, you cut itself. Now when you do that, you notice here the root note is C5, so you could put it on C5, and yeah, you put on C5 and everything. When you put on C5, that's the actual thing. So that's the root note. It sounds like this. Then as you're making your, always first of all make your root notes like your bass notes, and you could be building like an octave higher and everything. Then now for your to get your slides, I'm gonna take this part for example. To do your slides, all you need to do is that for this section here, this section here, this part was a full note, but I chopped it up. Now it depends on how you want the slide to last. What you need to do is cut it. So if you want to do 4 slides, you cut into 4. If you want to do 6 slides, you cut into 6. If you want to do more than that, you cut that note into that amount. So now when you do that, all you need to do is click on this button here. This button here, like kind of like an arrow but facing downwards. When you do that, it's going to make it slide like this. And now for you to get that vibe, like there's kind of like a delay on the 808s. All you need to do is that on the first, this note filling here has to be the same, but from the second to the last one, you have to drag down the velocity downwards a little bit. And yeah, after doing that, you're gonna get your full notes like this. Then now all you need to do, you think that your beat is already finished. Well, now wait, where's my 808s? Oh, my 808s are here. So this is what your 808s will be sounding like. If everything's gonna sound like this. Sound is so smooth and everything. So now what I do here, I love putting this MK Ender Perk, which sounds like this. That part is so simple. All you need to do, go back to your piano roll, put it on the same note and drag down the velocity, so it's going to sound like it's decreasing. Then I put my milkshake. I don't know why I like putting this, but it's like a snuff. I just do that, just reduce the velocity. When you do that, it sounds like this. That after doing that, you add your risers, and yeah, like that's how you make a UK drill beat. But don't forget to add your tag if you're producer label with them. So now since it's a collab between me and MethodBeatz, I had to add everything because it's right for me to do that. So altogether, this is how you make a UK melodic drill beat, UK, New York melodic drill beat for millions, low ski, everyone. And altogether, this is what it sounds like.
Trap diary, trap diary, trap.
But before I forget, if you wanna actually arrange your beats, is obviously your melody followed by your counter melody, followed by your counter snares, that's your counter hats, then your snares drop, then sometimes it's either your kicks and the 808 drops, or the kick and the kick drops for the 808, or the 808 drops for the kick, but depends on how the beat actually plays out and everything. So this is how you make a UK drill beat. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Please get me to 1K. Yeah, join the gang. Spree, gang shit.
Trap diary, trap diary, trap diary, trap diary. AR6 to the mazzy.